So, hello again for another review, this time of Hataraku Maou Sama episode 5. And personally, this was for me a great episode. This picks up when the last one ended with Satan, Emilia also confronting Lucifer, and Lucifer shoots them with magic, and he wounds Mao or Satan. He also uh, threatens the life of several civilians that are testi- testifying the occurrence, and then uh, Mao talks with Lucifer, and Mao already understands how Lucifer can use magic, and basically Lucifer is using the dark emotions of the humans to boost up his own power and to replenish it. Um, they also Mao then asks Lucifer to the other one that is also with him to show himself, and the guy of the Holy Church of Emilia shows up, and in the end it was Orba, apparently the priest that was supposed to come with her to this wall and pursue the Dark Lord. So he joined up forces with Lucifer, and I think that's Mao that explains it. Basically, their alliance will be Lucifer using his own powers will destroy him, Mao, and Emilia, and as a reward, the priest will send Lucifer to heaven again. So they start to battle. Uh, then they are beaten. Um, Alciel is wounded uh, with some gravity, and Mao uses um, his power and teleports to the place of the station that appeared in the uh, last episode, where the previous attack happened, and where there are a lot of humans with fear and wounded and with all that negative feelings. So then Lucifer shoots um, a beam into Mao chest, and he goes in conscience. And but before that, he already had show Shiho, and he is using her own negative feelings because of jealousy for Emilia, his own frustration because of Mao do not pay her attention, or for Mao lie her about his relation with Emilia and so on. Then he dish, dish, discharges Shio, and Emilia saves her. But at the same time, Emilia is wounded because we see Krak kinda is joint knees, his bones on the leg were broken because Lucifer dropped Shio from high place. So then uh, Mao recovers his powers, and but because before that Lucifer destroyed a bridge with cars and persons on it, and he tries to drop that rubble on top of Emilia, Shio that is unconscious initially, and Mao and Alcio. Uh, but at that moment, Mao recovers his own powers because he also feeds from that fear that the humans have when they saw or see Lucifer and the battle, and he kinda stops the rubble from crumble. At the same time, he speaks with Emilia, and at the same time, Shio kinda recovers his own conscience. Emilia unleashes his star power, and his her sacred sword appears with alongside with gauntlets and protection on the lower part of his legs, her legs, and she goes and begins battling directly with Lucifer, and they exchange several blows at very high speed and so on. Uh, then the priest kinda intervenes, but he is stopped by Alciel that also recovered his own demon powers because Mao gave him a demon power or magic power, and he was also able to recover his own demon powers. Uh, the battle continues between Emilia and Lucifer and between Alciel and Orba. At the same time, we see that two guys that came from Enta Island, the little girl and the big guy, and they have a comic scene because the guy is again with the gate sick and he is throwing all over the place. And then the Mao kinda make the rebels came down without causing victims or any harm to the humans, and he also goes to battle because at this time Orba was quite reluctant in using his own powers because he say several times to Lucifer that he needed his powers to return to Enta Island. But he was forced to use his full power also in battle. Um, then Mao, in his Satan, Dark Lord Satan form, defeats Orba. He beats the crap out of Lucifer, and at the same time, the two guys appear, and they explain to Emilia that after she left the church or the Holy Church or several priests of the Holy Church of Enta Island, and not only Orba, they kinda go insane. It's not quite clear, but apparently they try to take control of that world. It appears to me. And then we also know their names. The girl is called Emeralda, and the big guy is called Albert. So then, uh, the battle ends. Orba, we see an image of Orba completely tied out, and Lucifer completely beat up by Satan, by Maou, and he tells them to go to his stronghold, his house, and to wait there for him because during the battle Mao kinda used a magic that stopped time in a wide range area and to prevent further damage from the battle that was going on inside between Emilia and Lucifer and between Alciel, Satan and Orba. So they go to his house, and at the same time, Mao uses his own powers and he kinda restores all the buildings, all the bridge. He restores all with his magic, and at the end of the episode, he kinda reveals to Shield, now in McDonald's, working, that he kinda almost used all his remaining magic to restore the city. And it's quite funny between before Mao beats the crap out of Lucifer. He is very angry because Lucifer does not understand why he wants to save this world, why he does not use or feed on the negative human emotions to grow more powerful and to conquer this world and also to return to Enta Island and so on. And basically Mao is pissed with Lucifer because he will be late for job. It's nice. And it's a very funny. This episode, besides the battle that is pretty fantastic, the several moments of comedy, either between Lucifer and Mao, Lucifer, Emilia, even the two guys that came from the Enta Island. This episode is also full of very comic moments between the battles and between the speech and so on. So this was for me from the 5 episodes. This was the best of the 5, except the beginning in the first episode that was fantastic. But this episode was fantastic. Uh, the battle, the pace of the battle, the moment of the battle, even the exchange of ideas between all the characters, the interactions, the comedy was fantastic. Also, it appears to me that they did change the introduction and the images of the introduction, and I liked it. It was done very good. So, well, this is my review for Hataraku Maou Sama episode 5. Hope you enjoy, stay well, peace.